Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. I'm in my cosplay right now because I just got done doing some TikToks as my Star Wars character, Nemo Calrissian, which in this outfit he's the Grand Master of his own Jedi Order, and it's like after the whole sequel trilogies mumbo jumbo. So, I was thinking, since I always said the Revenge of the Sith is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. It's my favorite first Star Wars movie that I've ever seen from start to finish. It is, if not one of my favorites, then it is definitely my favorite out of all the 12 Star Wars movies that we got. And so, and since I just saw the Clone Wars, I not too long ago, like the season 7 from start to finish when it was coming out weekly, I decided to watch Revenge of the Sith again. And it's pretty much, so Revenge of the Sith, a quick synopsis of Revenge of the Sith. It shows us, it opens up with the Battle of Coruscant, Anakin and Obi-Wan saving Palpatine. And then throughout the course of the movie, it shows us how Anakin's faith in the Jedi has decreased. He's having nightmares about Padme dying, so he pretty much succumbs to the dark side in order to try to save Padme. And he helps the Emperor hunt down and destroy all the Jedi. And it shows us how Anakin got in that Darth Vader suit. It's dark, like, out of the 12 Star Wars movies that we have, it debatably is the darkest Star Wars movie out of them all. You can say that Rogue One is kind of dark, but it's not as really dark as Revenge of the Sith. Because we see more, yeah, a lot of people say that the reason why they consider Rogue One dark is because of the ending, where pretty much everyone dies. At least our main characters in Rogue One dies. But that's only handful of rebels, and if we look at it at the end, the rebels still won the war against the Empire. The Jedi were even larger in number than the rebels at that time. They were murdered by Darth Sidious, who played Chancellor for or Supreme Chancellor for 15-ish years. He got killed by one of their own who turned to the dark side. And the Grand Army that they put so much faith in. And on top of that, if you think that is dark, just watch the Clone Wars Season 7. The first 6 seasons of Star Wars The Clone Wars was good. It's one of my favorite shows, even today. Even in my adult life, it's one of my favorite shows out of all time. But Season 7, the first 4 episodes were kind of same with the first 8 episodes were kind of compared to the last 4 episodes. Because the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars in general, we got the Siege of Mandalore within the first 2 episodes, and then Order 66 in the last 2 episodes. And it got pretty dark. And the last 4 episodes ties into Revenge of the Sith. The one good thing I have to say about the Clone Wars is that it gave us time to know these clone troopers. It gave the clone troopers personality. And yes, I do love the other Clone Wars series that lasted 2 seasons that was also on Cartoon Network, because keep in mind, this version of Clone Wars that I'm mainly referring to was also originally on Cartoon Network. But they only showed the clone troopers as soldiers. They didn't really give us any attachment to the clone troopers. this version Clone Wars, the one that has Ahsoka, gave us more of an attachment towards the clone troopers. And so when I saw like Battle of Coruscant, I said, "Oh snap! The Siege of Mandalore is actually taking place right now. Like holy crap!" And then when Anakin is going on the Jedi Temple, I'm going to put my hood up to kind of reenact the scene a bit. It was very used, by the way, because I'm not showing any scenes from the actual movie, but when Anakin does this, Mars like this, and then pretty much slaughters the younglings, and the Jedi in the temple and stuff like that. And on the Separatists, like, the Separatist thing wasn't exactly part of Order 66, but still gave me a heartbreak because the Clone Wars also gave me a more of attachment towards Anakin. I said, "Oh no! Why? That Order 66." I knew the Stormtroopers or Clone Troopers were going to shoot Kenobi and the other Jedi, but I was like, "Don't do it! Don't you dare do it!" And especially with Commander Cody, I said to the TV, "You know what, Cody? Obi-Wan just saved your life like about a week or two ago in the Star Wars timeline. Don't you dare execute Order 66. And he said, "Blast them," and they blasted Kenobi. I said, "Why? What just happened in the Clone Wars? Makes my heart drop." And he just gave Obi-Wan his lightsaber back, which added more. Order 66 was like the most depressing. It's always been like the most depressing part of Revenge of the Sith, in my opinion, outside of the duel between Anakin and Obi-Wan, only because we knew they were like close friends. But after seeing Order 66, the Clone Wars, watching the Order 66 scene was definitely more heavy to me. And watching that scene, I'm not much of a crier. You can ask anyone I know. There's a few people who actually see me cry. And it's barely any. Order 66 got me crying in the movie, because screw you, Dave Filoni, because you got me connected to the Clone Troopers. You got me more connected to the Jedi. The Order 66 thing, oh god, I didn't expect it this time to be so heavy. And I did tell everyone that I know, I refuse to watch Revenge of the Sith until Season 7 of the Clone Wars is done. Because I knew the last season of the Clone Wars was going to tie into Revenge of the Sith. I'm glad I did, because damn, this gave me new perspective on the movie as a whole. And I agree with Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers and Ryan from Arcade Outpost. Things shouldn't have to rely on like TV shows or books or games to expand stuff. But the Clone Wars, like, because, the Rise of Skywalker has to heavily rely on outside material just to make the movie make sense. But the good thing about the prequels is that each movie, regardless of how you feel against them, they don't really need any outside explanation for you to understand what's going on. Yeah, you might have some questions that, sadly the movies can't answer all the questions, but at least by the time, from when you watch Phantom Menace all the way to Return of the Sith, most of, 90% of your questions, at least for me anyways, has been answered. But the Clone Wars definitely heightened the experience of Revenge of the Sith for me, especially Season 7. And before the Clone Wars, before Revenge of the Sith, I always said, has been my favorite Star Wars movie, with all those Star Wars movies that we've got. And to this day, it's the Clone Wars definitely added another layer to it. Ahsoka wasn't part of the movie, but she was like closely entwined with like the plot. Anakin and Obi-Wan just saw Ahsoka right before they raced to save the Chancellor. Obi-Wan just was on like off screen was telling Ahsoka about Anakin mission by the Council to spy on the Chancellor. Order 66 happened. And we also got to see like 2 minutes worth of Darth Vader at the end of the Clone Wars, which I'm out of like Return of the Jedi has always been at least second place for me, and is right now Return of the Jedi is tied with Rogue One for me in terms of the second place mark for like my favorite Star Wars movies. But after seeing Clone Wars Season 7, Revenge of the Sith is definitely gives me more of a reason personally to say that Revenge of the Sith is my favorite movie. And if anybody asks me, hey, do you think I should watch the Clone Wars to understand Revenge of the Sith? No. But I would recommend saying, watch the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars. Watch the Clone Wars movie so you can have a little sense of, okay, this is how Ahsoka became Anakin's Padawan. And then watch the last 4 episodes. Because you don't exactly need to see the series to understand what's going on in the movie. But the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars definitely gives you more context of, okay, well, Anakin had a Padawan. Where was Ahsoka at this time? And I would definitely say, yeah, I would definitely recommend you watching the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars too. Only because it gives you more of a emotional like jaw dropper as you're watching the movies. Especially with Order 66. Like, oh. But like, I literally never really cried to a Star Wars movie before, ever. Clone Wars Season 7, the last 4 episodes, changed that. I didn't expect the Order 66 thing to hit me so hard. But it did. And it's great. It was great. But yeah, Clone Wars definitely made me, like, the last season, especially the last 4 episodes, made me look at the Clone Wars in a Revenge of the Sith with a new perspective. And I've seen that movie like thousands of times, but it still gave me a new perspective. Like, I can never view this movie the same. And it was kind of like, even though I've seen it before, it was kind of like me seeing it for the first time. But with the context of, okay, Ahsoka is doing her own thing. Her story kind of connects with the Revenge of the Sith, even though she's not seen. Like, oh. But screw you, Dave Filoni, for messing with my heartstrings when after, like, make me cry to Order 66. Good job, make me do that. But what do you guys think? Have you seen Season 7 of the Clone Wars? What do you guys think of it? Have you guys seen Revenge of the Sith? What do you guys think of it? Have you guys seen, like, were you guys like me, who watched the last season of Clone Wars, then watched or rewatched Revenge of the Sith? And what do you guys think of the movie now that you guys have more of a context with the movie after seeing it? Let me know in the comment section below. Hope you all have a nice day. Be kind to one another. Love you all. And may the Force be with us all.